In 2026, the AGM-65 Maverick remains one of the most trusted and flexible air-to-surface missiles in the world. And Kenya's adoption and modernization of the Maverick family has quietly sharpened the Kenya Air Force's ability to strike with precision while minimizing exposure to risk. The Maverick is not a glamour weapon. It is practical, survivable, and brutally effective at the kinds of tactical missions that matter most to regional forces. The basic idea has stayed the same since the Missile-AS introduction. Carry a precision seeker to identify and lock onto a high-value surface target from a safe standoff distance fire, and let the missile guide itself onto the aim point. But the 2026 Maverick used by Kenya incorporates modern upgrades that make that basic concept dramatically more capable. Modern seekers, electro-optical TV, imaging infrared, IIR, semi-active laser, and advanced CCD-IR hybrids give crews multiple options against different weather and countermeasure environments. The upgraded imaging seekers include better resolution, automatic target recognition, and lock-on after-launch modes, so a pilot can release on a general aim point and the missile can refine its aim during flight. Propulsion and flight controls have been improved for steadier cruise profiles and slightly extended standoff ranges, while new flight software enables smarter terminal maneuvers that reduce vulnerability to simple decoys and clutter. Warhead options remain varied. Shaped charge for heavy armor defeat, penetrator charter fragmentation for hardened structures, and blast charter fragment for area effects. But Kenya's 2026 Maverick packages tend to emphasize modularity, tailored warheads, and selectable fusing for mission-specific effects, allowing mission planners to balance lethality and collateral risk. Integration with modern targeting networks is where the Maverick truly multiplies in value. A sensor-to-shooter chain made up of ISR drones, airborne surveillance, ground radars, and satellite cues can hand the Maverick a fresh aim point seconds before launch. Data-linked mid-course updates, in many cases provided via secure tactical links, let a launched missile correct if a target moves or if a higher priority aim point emerges, and that connectivity also enables cooperative target timing for multi-shot suppression or precision shaping of effects on complex sites. For a country like Kenya, operating in varied terrain and often against irregular or asymmetric threats, that means Mavericks can be used not only against armored columns and bunkers, but also against high-value logistic nodes, fortified compounds, pirate motherships, or hardened vehicle convoys with a level of discrimination that reduces unintended damage. From a platform perspective, Mavericks remain easy to integrate on a wide variety of aircraft. Legacy fighters and light attack jets that Kenya operates can carry Mavericks reliably. And the Missile-AS continued relevance is partly because it adapts to many airframes without massive modifications. Pylons' basic avionics integration and a weapons interface update is often all that ES needed to bring a modern Maverick onto a sortie. In 2026, Kenya has also explored helicopter and remotely piloted aircraft (RPA) integration in limited roles, giving commanders a flexible toolkit. Helicopters can provide rapid point strikes, RPAs can loiter and designate dynamic targets, and fixed-wing platforms can deliver heavier salvos. Training and doctrine went hand-in-hand with hardware upgrades. Maverick employment doctrines emphasize sensor fusion, legal ethical targeting approval chains, and post-strike battle damage assessment fed back into mission planning, so that lessons are quickly turned into improved procedures. Maintenance and logistics were modernized as well. Commonality of spares across Maverick variants, improved built-in test diagnostics, and localized technician training reduce turnaround time and keep more missiles operationally available. Electronic warfare and countermeasure resistance received special attention. Seeker algorithms are hardened against simple flare or IR spoofing. Laser seekers gain anti-spoof logic, and multi-mode seekers allow an operator to switch guidance type in flight if the battlefield environment becomes contested. That hardening makes Mavericks a dependable tool in contested airspaces where adversaries might try basic deception or jamming. Politically and strategically, the Maverick upgrade is a force multiplier that improves Kenya AS deterrence and rapid reaction capabilities without requiring a major increase in airframe numbers or pilot hours. It allows the country to hold key nodes at risk to interdict hostile movement and to support ground forces with precise, timely fires. Operational examples: training exercises and public displays rather than combat footage, emphasize rapid target acquisition, legal compliance checks before engagement, and coordinated strikes with airborne ISR to give the public and international partners confidence that the capability is used responsibly. Ethically, planners stress proportionality and post-strike assessment precisely because smart, lethal munitions demand disciplined employment. Tactically, Mavericks remain especially useful for shaping a battlefield before ground forces move in, removing an armored threat, disabling an observation post, or neutralizing an artillery piece at long range softens an adversary and reduces risk to friendly troops. For maritime security roles, Mavericks can be effective against small to medium hostile vessels. When integrated with maritime patrol sensors and ship-borne targeting feeds, they provide a quick, precise option to deal with piracy, smuggling, or hostile craft without escalating to larger munitions. Looking ahead, incremental improvements are expected. Better AI in the seeker for clutter rejection, smaller yet more energetic warhead designs for reduced collateral, and tighter integration with unmanned systems for semi-autonomous cooperative engagements. The AGM-65 Maverick in Kenya ES 2026 toolkit is therefore neither an old relic nor a single-purpose slug. It is a mature, networked precision weapon that fits a modern, budget-conscious force posture, lethal when necessary, discriminating where it matters, and flexible enough to cover the broad spectrum of missions a contemporary air force must face.